What's good? What's good? What's good, man? Having a late live stream this morning, man. I was not going to miss Saturday. Want to have a conversation with y'all this morning, but I know there's not my usual time, so I'll wait for some people to come in the door. Hopefully, y'all want to chop it up with me. I wanted to talk today about this Drake Rico lawsuit and the boxing media and how fake are these numbers. I looked up, and I'll wait for some of y'all to come in. Hopefully, y'all come on in. I don't want to repeat myself. Let me just pull up something real fast. Yeah, I want to go through this, man. What's going on? Put a comment in the comment section. We got 57 people in the building, man. What's going on, Hitman Broncos? Good evening, big dog. What's up, man? Yeah, Amanda Serrano's tonight, man. Amanda Serrano is tonight. The great Gambino. What's up, man? Yeah, Amanda Serrano is tonight, man. Look, man. What's going on? True to life. Jermel in the building. What's going on? Yeah, man. Listen to this, man. Well, I'm gonna wait for like a couple hundred people to get in here. Phil Jackson Jr., man. You dog, I gotta tell you, man, whoever y'all trolls are, whoever you bots, I like this band of bots better than I like previous bands of bots. Nothing's good, man. Everything's good, man. Life is good, man. Life is love, man. I had a terrible night of sleep last night, man. I just was feeling all kind of regret for the death of the friends of Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? I just sitting there last night. I just woke up in like sweats, man, like about what happened to Anthony Joshua's friends and how those guys were man. What do you think about the AJ accident? Well, I'll talk about the AJ accident for a second. Divine wisdom. I think that he was set up. That's what I think. My gut feeling tells me that was my gut feeling is that it wasn't an accident. That's my gut feeling, you know. However, the official line on it is that it was a car accident and that a friend, that video was gruesome. Yeah, like, look, I'm just telling you, man, I don't buy it, man. I don't buy it. I think that was something. I don't think it was an accident. I'm sorry. I don't think it was an accident. That's instantly went through my mind. Set up all day. Yeah, I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It looks like he was set up. It really does look like somebody got the drop on him. And, you know, these guys are playing around with a lot of money, man. They're playing around a lot of money. Hold on a second. Man, they always got these helicopters flying around my house all the time, man. Man, E-Dog, man. What up, man? Thank you, man. Appreciate you for the $20 holler, bro. Thank you for making the live stream, bro. Thank you so much. A pimp raised a simp. Salute for now. What's up, man? Oh my God. A pimp raised a simp. I know exactly who you talking about. Oh my God, that's fucked up. Oh, dog, that is fucked up. Hey, look, man, I welcome back all the trolls, bro. I welcome back all the trolls to the channel. My God, that is funny as hell, man. That man said a pimp raised a simp. I don't know, man. I just think Devin's sensitive, man. I don't think he's... Yeah, I think Devin's sensitive, man. Anyway, they say something happened to every fighter a week after beating Jake Paul. Look, all I'm saying is, man, look, there's a lot of fake shit going on. I want to take for a second. I'm going to read about Drake's Rico lawsuit, okay? As of January 2026, Drake is facing a high-profile civil Rico class action lawsuit filed on December 31st, 2025. This case is separate from his own legal actions against Universal Music Group and Spotify. The lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Virginia names Drake, streamer Aiden Ross, and George Wynn, owner of the Grand Wizard Chat Nigga Grand Wizard Chat Nigga Instagram account as defendants. Illegal gambling scheme. The plaintiffs allege that the defendants conspired with the platform Stake to promote illegal online gambling. They claim Stake US uses deceptive dual currency system to bypass U.S. gambling laws by disguising real money wagering as social gaming. Botting and streaming fraud. A core claim is that Stake's unregulated tipping feature was used as a money transfer conduit to fund bot farms. These automated bots allegedly artificially inflated Drake's streaming numbers on platforms like Spotify to manufacture popularity and distort algorithms. Financial concealment. The suit alleges the defendants transferred large sums, including a cited $100,000 tip between Drake and Ross to distribute financing for these botting campaigns while concealing the flow of funds. Damages sought. The plaintiffs are seeking at least $5 million in damages for violations of the federal Rico statute and the Virginia Consumer Protection Act. So these are what I'm talking about as far as boxing goes. And all of these YouTube channels that have this support and are flipping sides, doing all kind of crazy shit. Yeah, but it's too early to tell, but it's good to recognize improvements. I'm not sure about that. So botting. Let's talk about botting for a second. What they're saying is that they use Stake to move money from one person to another, from Drake to Aiden Ross, and this other guy, George Wynn. This is what it's alleged. And that they use that money to buy bot farms. The bot farms then listen to a bunch of Drake content. Then Drake earns revenue, earns money off the botted views. But not only do they get the botted views, they get more natural views, because what they're doing is they want to manipulate the algorithm into directing all the traffic to themselves. So we now know exactly how it is that a certain YouTube channel content creator who claims organic growth, now we know how you go about doing your business. Now we know exactly, because this is what Drake is doing with Aiden Ross. He's not going to be the only person that is going to be doing this. So there's the scheme. That's why you look at certain YouTube content creators and they've got 5,000 concurrent viewers in a live stream. Bot farms. Bot farms. You're passing money through these applications like Stake so that somebody can buy a bunch of views for you, and then you can act like you're controlling the narrative of boxing. Drake is doing it in a way that is going to limit people hearing legitimate artist music, because Drake is accused, this is what Drake is accused of dumping so much money into bots that it affects Spotify's algorithm, and it starts playing you Drake songs because it's so popular. Are these numbers real at all? Are you guys real at all? We already know that your opinions about boxing are completely orchestrated. They're completely public relations and public relations alone. This is what you guys have done to the world of boxing. You guys are lying about how much money people are making. Scandalous scoundrels. Why? Yeah, that's how they're doing it. And I wanted to have a conversation and let you guys know that this is how they're doing it. This is how they do it. But they can't do it on the level that Drake is going to do it. But Drake, look at that scam. If it's true that he did it, look at how that scam will affect legitimate artists. A legitimate artist that is up and coming will have no way that they can compete against Drake because Drake has the money to bot farm them out of existence. Let's also talk about the fact that you're not only bot farming, you're also actually have people, public relations expert people in people's comment sections trying to lead the discussion this way and that way. What an amazing, amazing scam that you guys got going on. I am thoroughly, thoroughly impressed. Exactly. That's what Clarissa did going against Layla Ali. Yeah. All of a sudden she pops up with 2.5 million people that watched the video when only 200,000 watched Layla Ali. And then Clarissa Shields turns around and talks about how popular she is because of the obvious botted views that she takes advantage of. But I don't believe that she botted herself. I don't believe that she botted herself. This is an organized group of people because, as we know, boxing is very cliquish. We got a bunch of cliques now. We don't have individual boxers. We have cliques of boxers. We got a bunch of dudes hanging around each other like they're each other's boyfriends. You know? Yeah, but I'm telling you, said that's crazy. Yeah, that it is crazy. That's how industrialized boxing media has become. Ring Magazine, the Boxer Writers Association of America, they conspire with content creators. This is my opinion. And they fund these content creators with money that they are getting from other people's money that they are getting. And this year, we have got to get this stuff stopped. 9 Mile Player, what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Yeah, man, no wonder Drake stays pop because Drake's not that good. I'm telling you, man, Drake should have been out. Drake should have been falling off, bro. If Lil Wayne was doing that, Lil Wayne would still be the top selling offer. If that's what he was doing, like, you know what I mean? It makes sense how hard they go in on Tank. Yeah, because this is the scam. This is the scam you guys are running. This is the scam. This is the scam along with the other scams that I laid out to you that I don't necessarily want to talk about today, but we are laying out these scams, okay? You guys are scam artists. You do not have the viewers. You do not have any organic growth to you. You're an employee of DAZN. And DAZN is probably, this is my opinion, DAZN is also probably heavily involved in body. When they say they have 8 million impressions for this fight, 8 million impressions for that fight, how do we know you're just not spending a bunch of money on a bunch of bots to go get it? Do you guys remember Rocco McBride? Lou DiBella slipped up and spilled the beans in an interview. He said when he was head of HBO, they inflated the pay-per-view numbers to the public by 15%. It probably was even more. Well, you know, that's what you call Rocco McBride. That's what you call a slippery slope. That's when you're on a slippery slope. Yeah, they exaggerated to make look a little bit bigger, but now they're exaggerating shit by 100%, 200%, 300%. It's a slippery slope when you start telling stories like that. You know, it is. What's up? Hey, what's up? Oh, that's my guy Vi Ferreira in the building. Shout out to Canada. Like, yeah, man. By way of Brazil. This is just like payola in the music industry. Yeah. So that's why YouTube content creators are having such a hard time. Let's also talk about, because this is a little bit about YouTube content creation, this video, because honestly, the music industry, I'm not into the music industry. I mean, I'm not really tripping too much. I do listen to Drake and think, why in the world do people like Drake so much? Drake is like well over 30-something years old now. The music industry has moved away from him. But yet, just like Floyd, He doesn't want the music. He doesn't want to be out of the spotlight, bro. He doesn't want to lose the spotlight. At least that's what it's looking like he's doing. But yeah, but his what is his uncle, Larry Graham? So yeah, I mean, he was born in the music industry, so he knows the game. Just like Floyd Mayweather Jr. was born in the boxing game, so they know the game. You know, just if you come from a family of hustlers, you learn how to hustle. So these guys are people. These guys come from hustlers, so they're always looking for a way to hustle you and a way to convince you of something, right? He said Drake 39, he old as hell, teeny or citizen. Yeah, bro, he's 39 years old. He should be done. 39 years old. You're 39 years old. You don't have the young girls looking for you, bro. The young girls ain't looking for Drake. Drake should have been out a long time ago, bro. These people don't really stay popular like that at the super top of pop music until they're 39 years old. Dapper Douglas, what's up, man? He said, happy birthday, Mr. Blackwell. I mean, happy New Year, Mr. Blackwell. Happy New Year to you, Dapper Douglas. And I did see you I just liked the post of yours on Instagram, man. I saw a picture of your son, man. Handsome young man, man. Really handsome young man. Yeah, man. Y'all some wild dudes, man, out here, man. Y'all running some really wild games, bro. Really wild games. It's like, I think I'm going to draw a diagram and relate like the financial crookedness all the way down to like how you have these media campaigns against fighters that just never stop. No matter what, bro. They are on these dudes' asses no matter what. Yes, sir. He said, appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I checked it out, man. I'll follow you on Instagram. You know what it is. Drake, yeah. Nah, you're too old, bro. That's like you niggas. That's like these YouTube content creators, bro. Like, dude, hey, did dude cut that nasty shit off the back of his head? I saw. Hey, look, man. There's just one guy. I gotta tell you, dog. Seriously, there's just one guy that did it, and he did it so severely that he exposed the entire industry, dog. And that is Showbiz the Adult. Showbiz the Adult is. This is my opinion. Man, that guy had been around YouTube for years and nobody gave a shit about him. He got that deal with DAZN, and DAZN decided that they were going to make this guy a star. And you saw how they promoted him more than they promoted the fighters. Like, seriously, the dude was on, bro, he was on YouTube for years and nobody gave a shit, bro. None of that shit worked, bro. Fanon, you trying to make that boy Drake celibate? Look, I'm trying to tell you, dog, you're 39 years old. These young girls ain't checking for you, bro. Come on, man. These young girls ain't checking for you. Leave these young girls to them young boys, man. You know what I'm saying? You 39 years old, bro. You shouldn't be, Becky, are you with me? Do you feel me? I don't want to hear none of that shit, nigga. You 39 years old, get married, sit your ass down, have some kids, okay? Stop trying to be the life of the party at 40 years old. That shit goes away, man. That's probably the same reason we see some YouTubers getting 200 plays watching a live. Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's probably the same reason we see some boxing YouTubers with 200K plus people watching a live Jai Opetaia fight commentary. Bro, there's no way in the world his views were real. Dog, I'm looking at this dude with 6,000 concurrent people in there, and all he's doing is talking about Jai Opetaia. Bro, that's why the nigga had to start dancing on. He had to start dancing with Drake. Like, seriously, I think I get it now. That dude was making a joke when he was doing that dancing Drake video. They ain't like us. You ain't like us. Bro, because y'all playing the same game, man. Y'all playing the same game. Y'all gonna go to jail, though, bro. Like, seriously, man, that shit is gonna cost you niggas money. You guys out here gambling with money that ain't your money, claiming it's your money. You're out here partnering with cats that are getting bot farms to juice you up through bot farms. There's a YouTube content creator. I'm not even going to say his chump ass name. I'm not going to say Chump's name, but this dude popped up, got mad at me, and overnight popped up with 100,000 subscribers. Overnight. Like, oh, this dude was complaining about my viewers. Like, I listened to this little bitch nigga complaining about my numbers. Dude, my numbers are authentic as hell. My shit is not clickbait, none of that shit. These dudes are, Fanon's clickbaiting, he's getting to me. So you niggas decide to get server farms and juice yourself up that way. Like, so you can look like you're this big ass person that can direct boxing and you're the one. No, man, y'all are terrible, bro. Terrible, bro. God, you guys are fake, man. God, you dudes are fake. Now I'm starting to see dudes that get the same number of views on all the same videos. Bro, even you from Chicago, bro, you're a fucking fraud. Like, dog, y'all niggas are frauds, man. Y'all, there's no wonder y'all was going after me like that because you guys are fucking frauds. And this Aiden Ross thing is proving it. This Aiden Ross shit is proving it. This Drake thing is proving it. It's all coming out. You guys are taking money and getting bot farms to build up your and then get money out of the marketing budget for fighters. And you take the money from the marketing budget from the fighters and you put it into more bots, man. So you can look important, man. So you can look important. That's all you're doing. You want to look important. I need 300,000 subscribers, even though you know full well you don't have no damn 300,000 subscribers. Man, my God, bro. DAZN made Turkey get on Ozempic, bro. Let me tell you something. Oh, for real? Like, made Taco Cap get on Ozempic. Look, bro. It's not worth it, dog. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But now we know what's going on in boxing, bro. And the only thing is, how long is this going to continue to maintain? If Drake gets hit and sued if Drake gets hit for $5 million plus for this, boxing is not dead, bro. Boxing is alive and well. Dog, let me tell you something, bro. When Wilder lost to Fury, he had like 100,000. Yeah, dog, those are bots, bro. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. And then dude want to come by the channel and say something to me. He says something to me maybe like 3 or 4 times behind like obvious avatars and shit. Bro, I don't have anything against you, dog. I really don't. I don't have anything against you. I really don't. However, at the same time, bro, you are pretending that something is real that is not real. And you're doing it to manipulate other fighters out of their paydays. If the money goes to guys like you, the money can't go to the fighter. Okay? I am sure they are paying you guys a tremendous amount of money to do the things that you guys are doing, because nobody would do the things that you're doing without getting paid a tremendous amount of money. Okay? However, you guys are spending other people's money. You are absolutely positively sticking your hands in other people's money, taking that money and then using it to self-aggrandize yourself to the detriment of the people whose money it is. You are basically taking people's money and using it to compete with them by artificially inflating your own sense. You know, you're not only inflating your sense of self-worth, you're trying to artificially inflate other people's impression of you as if you are this really big and this great thing to get behind. And then like lemmings, they're going to follow you off the ledge. What up, Universal God Life? Yeah, I'm telling you, I never watched it. I was directed that day. Exactly. That's what they do. And I'm going to call it out. On a Saturday, I'm not going to do too much with it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do too much with it. And I'm not going to say it 1,000 times. However, when we are talking about who are the draws in boxing and what people should do and what people should not do, it's not right for you to be given the opinion of other people and claiming it's your opinion and allowing those guys to work through you and manipulate other people. You know what I mean? I just think that is very underhanded. I don't think it's an honorable thing to do. Just like I didn't think it was an honorable thing to do for people to say they're gambling $50,000, $60,000 in a hand and know damn well that that's not their money that they're gambling with. Meanwhile, you're you're forcing other people or encouraging other people to gamble large amounts of money when you yourself are not gambling at all. That is an ethical issue. That is, in fact, that is fraud. And I do believe that's what they mention here as well. Because they're basically saying that you're not, in another lawsuit, they were saying that they're not even gambling with their own money, that they're gambling with stakes money. But then they use the tipping function to move money without anybody knowing that somebody is giving money to the other guy. Influencing his morals, ethics, influence his office, his audience to lose money. Yeah, they asked me to do that. I was asked to do that, to gamble and say that I was betting this money on these fights. And then therefore, but I was supposed to sit up and talk to you and tell you that I bet $30,000 a hand, that I'm betting $50,000 a hand. It was supposed to be like a fun game for me while I'm gambling and not getting anything other than a cut of the money that you lose gambling, right? Because they keep paying me. The more money that you guys gamble, the more they're going to pay me. But I have to lie to you and say that I'm gambling to you in order for you to get in and let's all have a fun time gambling. It's kind of like, hey, let's all get drunk. Meanwhile, I'm drinking. I say I'm knocking back shots of vodka. All I'm doing is hitting Topo Chico. Meanwhile, you're sitting there drinking and you're not even drinking vodka. You drinking Everclear. You know what I mean? You drinking Everclear. And on top of it, these dudes be knowing the outcomes of the fights because these guys be fixing fights. This is a very, very ugly deal. He said, yeah, it's a bit suspicious when you hear a $30,000 to $35,000 bet every video. Yeah, when you hear a $30,000 to $35,000 bet every video. But you make your living talking boxing. Where do you get the $3 million that you have to have in order to be betting $30,000 on a hand? You know what I mean? 9 Mile Player said, I've been watching before you showed your face, brother, for 9. Thank you. Oh, 9 Mile Player, you got to get your wrench then. I'm sorry, bro. I got to get you your wrench, 9 Mile Players. You are so late on that shit. Hey, bro, thank you so much to E-Dog for the $20 holler, putting color in the chat, bro. Let me go ahead and get you that wrench, dog. Got it. Yeah, man, cost you a couple dollars, but you learned. Yeah, man, they got it rigged up. They got it rigged. They got the system rigged the fuck up, bro. Like this whole boxing system is so fucking rigged, dog. What's up with his Rico lawsuit? Oh, let me tell you, I'll go through the Rico lawsuit. I appreciate it, but I never block folks. That's okay now, Mile Players. I never want you to have to block anybody. I just want to make sure that nobody blocks you. You know what I mean? That's cool. I ain't got no problem with that, 9 Mile Players. I'm not asking you to block nobody. I just want to make sure. I mean, you just been around so long, bro. I'll catch you a little bit, Baco Rodo. I mean, I've been knowing 9 Mile Players forever, bro. Yeah, that Drake cure, not accidental at all. The Drake, what is this? That Drake, what is the Drake cure? Not accidental at all. I don't know what you mean. What's the Drake curse? There's a Drake curse. I don't know about what's the Drake curse. I just know these dudes is little mobsters, bro. These guys, let me tell you what these guys are, bro. These guys are a bunch of little mobsters, dog. They're a bunch of little mobsters. And they're playing a bunch of little mobster games. And boxing is the most easily corrupted sport that there is. And these little criminals always come to boxing as like a bedrock for these guys to get over with their schemes. That is what it looks like to me. You know, it's crazy to have your own curse. He historically gets bets wrong. So if you take his bet, you're going to lose your money. Oh, okay. Yeah, dog. Let me tell you something, dog. He's not gambling with his own money. I didn't believe Floyd was gambling with his own money. I think these guys are all a bunch of actors. Everybody stakes super in shorts loses. He has a history of it. So he's encouraging people to lose money and take wild bets. You guys are a bunch of little mobsters. That's pretty much what you are. What's up, Jose Lopez? What up, man? How you doing this fine, fair morning, brother? Jameson Childress with the $10 holler, brother. Thank you, Jameson. I appreciate you, bro. How you been holding it, man? He said Drake curse is a running joke that whatever bet he posts, bet the opposite. Yeah. Then that's how these dudes tried to do me. Always running up here trying to make bets with me about how fights are going to turn out. I stopped betting because I'm like, you're going to try to fix the fucking fight. No, thank you. I'm not going to tell you who I want to win because you guys are going to turn around and try to bet me and then fix the fight. You remember that shit? Same with that. Yeah, man, Aaron Kerr, if they keep losing, but they keep betting $30,000 a hand, but they keep losing, they're trying to get you to bet the same way they bet so you can lose your money. Sorry, meant to say everybody Drake says he supports loses. Oh, okay, yeah. All I know is this. I'm not taking Drake's. I'm not gambling on sports because you guys are fixing games. I'm not gambling on a pool. I'm not going with you dudes. I wouldn't play craps with you dudes. I wouldn't gamble on boxing matches with you dudes. I wouldn't gamble on I wouldn't do squat with y'all because you guys are a bunch of you're a little bunch of petty mobsters that are always trying to find some way to get over and get some tax-free money. You're trying to figure out how you can save your dude, Drake, your career is going to come to an end. You're 36 years old, bro. That's how it works. You've been up on top since your early 20s. Dude, it's time. It's time. It's time to move on, but you don't want to move on. So it looks like he's playing games to steal popularity from younger people. You are literally stealing it. He's a buzzard. Sorry, that's funny. I must have burnt my knuckles. Yeah. Look, Drake. If Drake was betting on that, must have been a long time ago because she ain't been on top of tennis in like it's pushing on 10 years, right? So anyway, I have no. If Drake is he's 39 years old. Yeah, that's it. You're 40 years old, bro. That's it. Just like Floyd Mayweather Jr., dog. You're 50 years old. Stop trying to be the center of attention in the boxing world. I'm telling you, man, these guys I'm loving that I'm figuring out the game, bro. He said, bingo, vampire energy. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Basically, that's what Showbiz and those guys are doing too. By flooding the algorithm and YouTube allowing them to do it, flooding the algorithm and manipulating the algorithm with their bots. So that you got to keep grinding and keep grinding and keep grinding. Bro, let me tell you what they used to do. When they used to want to divert from you, they would just copy everything that you did. Like, they would just literally do the same video that you do, and then they would, like, put a little extra fact on it. At one point in time, cats would literally steal this. They would make their video look exactly like the video looks. And then do you remember, like, all of the AI boxing channels that popped up out of the blue? There's like 1 million AI boxing channels spreading the same lie that these other guys are. And they are in the algorithm moving people to a bunch of nonsense. Like, this is the Boxer Writers Association of America. This is a marketing plan after they have now gained an understanding of how the algorithm works. The longer social media is and the technology is in place, the more their technology is in place, more people will learn how to manipulate it. You guys have gotten enough money in your hands where you can actually affect and use bot farms for little ass boxing matches that don't even mean anything. Why are you spending so much money on the fight? Maybe you're losing a bunch of money in the fight because you're fixing the fight and you figure you can make a lot of money gambling. You guys are just some scums, bro. Yeah, Saudi is big on AI. Bro, it's like it was like all of a sudden there's a million fake boxing channels, bro. We used to get our product from Chi-Town. When the boys came, they were vicious, like seriously. Oh, Chicago? Yeah, we look, bro. We're very vicious. 9 Mile Player said we used to get our product from Chi-Town. When the boys came, they were vicious, like seriously. 5 different cities. Yeah, that's how we are. Big dangerous. You just a little vicious. Yeah. Chicago got a lot. Everybody in Chicago. Now, I'm not going to say everybody in Chicago, but Chicago to Detroit. Yeah, there's a lot of gangsters, bro. A lot of gangsters. A lot of gangsters. And then, in 1980s, all you kids was raised off of what's that name of that? Scarface? Y'all all raised off Scarface. Wanted to be Scarface. All these kids born in 1980, like, hold on, when were you born? What was Scarface in the 80s? So I would say anybody from like the age of 40, like 40 years old, and them, they were like big Scarface fans and wanted to, they wanted to be the big cocaine dealers with the big tigers and all that shit. When they started really publicizing and glorifying gangster life, everybody wants to be a gangster, bro. Even if you have no idea what a gangster really is. You know what I mean? Scarface and or Colors. Yeah, Colors too. Like everybody wants to go shoot Boys in the Hood. Everybody wanted, but all that shooting and all that stuff picked up after Boys in the Hood. These guys know what they're doing with the message. I was always more of a Godfather, Goodfella kind of guy. Yeah, I was very much a Godfather type of dude, but I never wanted to be anybody but Luca Brasi. I just wanted to be Luca Brasi. I didn't want to be Michael Corleone. I didn't want to be Vito Corleone. My brother was always on that. Man, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Me and my brother went to war. That nigga called me Fredo one time, bro. Dog, me and that nigga went to war. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. My brother I don't think my brother ever saw my evil side until that nigga called me, until my mama told me he called me Fredo. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I got your Fredo, okay? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Casino, Goodfellas, Scarface, yeah. Casino, yeah, Goodfellas. Yeah. Which was Goodfellas? What was Goodfellas? I'm telling you, man, serious, I had it, me and my brother, Chicago, Detroit, and Cincinnati were hitting hard when I was growing up in the 90s. It's tough, man. Hell yeah, them fighting words, bro. Yeah, dog, they can call me fucking Fredo. He called me that shit one time. Because, dog, I ain't going to tell you, bro, that I couldn't believe it. I was like, Fredo? You must think I'm a snitch? I can tell you who the Fredo is, though. Like, my family got a Fredo, all right. I can tell you who Fredo is, and it ain't me. That's for sure. I ain't no snitch, double-crossing ass, whack-ass nigga, always siding with people outside the family. I'm not always trying to befriend people outside the family. That ain't never been me. I am loyal to the family to a fault. You know what I mean? Goodfellas with the snitch Henry Hill. What was your for people that like The Godfather, what was your favorite Godfather movie? Scarface is still alive. Scarface is still alive, and he was a snitch. Yeah. Goodfellas. I just can't remember who starred in Goodfellas. Was that Ray Liotta? Was like Ray Liotta in Goodfellas? That was Ray Liotta was in Goodfellas. Yeah, I remember that. Carlito's Way, American Me, 2 of the best. Yeah, they did some great gangster movies, bro. You like The Godfather 3? Godfather 3 was interesting, bro. Godfather 3 was interesting because it was about the elevation of the mafia. It was about the elevation of the mafia into like a worldwide thing. I was really appreciative of that. I watch the Godfather trilogy once a year, and The Irishman has made its way in my top 5 all-time gangster flicks. I gotta watch the Irishman. I haven't watched The Irishman. I know I gotta watch The Irishman. But The Godfather 2 is probably my favorite. Godfather. Guess who killed Michael Corleone? I got a theory. You know who killed Michael Corleone eventually? Connie killed him eventually. He died. She became his caretaker, and he was sick. It caught diabetes. Godfather 2 is my favorite. Godfather is good. I don't know why people say it's bad. Probably because they probably didn't like the way that he passed the torch to Al Pacino. Not Al Pacino. What's his name? What's the guy's name, bro, that played the wild sunny son in that? Godfather 1 for me, but for the same reason I watched Godfather 2 more than any of them. Yeah, I think you should study Godfather 2. Godfather 1 is good to study. Godfather 2 is good to study. I think the Italian ones do a better job than the black ones do. Black mafia movies suck because dog, for real, it ain't even nothing like that. You know what I mean? Public Enemy is too good. What is that? Public Enemies. Andy Garcia. Yep, thank you, David Lynch. Andy Garcia, yeah. I just don't think they didn't buy Andy Garcia because they tried to trip him into meld him into becoming like a Scarface type of guy. Like this, where the mafia got real wild and they're all trying to kill everybody and all that. But at the end of the day, dog, they gotta go. You know what I mean? They gotta go. But I would like to tell y'all, man, I just want to talk to y'all for a second, man. I really do. YouTube content creators. You guys got to do better, man. You guys got to do better. You have to do better. Really and truly. I don't know whether your PR departments are the ones that decide to do this shit for you, but you guys got to do better, man. You guys are really doing a disservice to the sport. You're doing a disservice to people in general when you lie like that. You know what I mean? You're trying to make yourself look big, but you're really trying to make other people feel small. I agree with you, Martin. I think Connie killed Michael because she always knew he killed her husband. Yeah, and plus, she was the one that, she defended everybody that fucked over Michael. She defended everybody that fucked over Michael. She defended Fredo. She defended the husband, her husband. And eventually, I think she was always upset that Sonny was killed. But she got Sonny killed. I mean, she got Sonny killed. Connie is the worst one in the whole movie. Connie got Sonny killed. Yeah, she did. Got Sonny killed. Sided with Fredo over Michael. Sided with her husband over Michael. She was there. She's the only one that lived. She was the last one of all the family to live. And she was the last one to live. And she was the caretaker of Michael when he got diabetes. And she's an evil bitch. And there's a bunch of scenes where you can see she's smoking cigarettes. She's marrying men. She's marrying men that 4 or 5 different men that spending all kind of money. I'm telling you, it's Connie. Connie was that shit. Connie is the one that was killing everybody. It was Connie's wedding. It was Connie's wedding that started everything. Don Barzini was at Connie's wedding. All that money got handed to Connie. I'm telling you, it was Connie. The whole time, it was Connie. The whole time. And nobody picked up on that shit. Michael Corleone's wife got killed. How do you think they found out where Michael Corleone was? For them to kill him in Sicily, to kill his wife in Sicily. That's Connie. Connie's the one that would know where they were. That's the insider, Connie. Connie was probably always mad that Connie was a woman and Connie could never lead the family. So the women run the family. She waited till her mother died and she became the number one woman in the family. She's literally behaving like she's the wife of Michael Corleone, and Michael Corleone never ever picked up another wife. Nah, man, I always think it was Connie. Connie was the one that did it. Connie. You always overlook the women. That's something you should never do. Like most men, like you look in everybody in the room, right? And you see a bunch of men, you see 5 women, and you just assume that the women have nothing going on, that the women ain't doing nothing. When a lot of the times it's the women that set you up and get you killed. A lot of times women will call you, baby, can you come see me? Your ass gets shot up right outside their house. You know what I mean? Oh, he gonna be one day. He gonna want some loving sooner or later. Show your ass up, get you all up in a stir. Boom, that gets you. It's the women. We always look at the men. We never look at the women. And that's the biggest weakness of any man that is analyzing any complex situation that you're involved in. You can't just be so egotistical that the only thing that you think, tell me you didn't do it, Michael. Tell me you didn't do it. Exactly. My cousin got killed just like that. Yeah. Like you guys underestimate. I don't underestimate women. I don't underestimate women at all. I don't underestimate women. I know that women are very calculating. Women are very, very calculating. They're very strategic. They plan things very, very well. They know how to deal with a man and make him feel good about himself, even though they may not be feeling it themselves. Ain't you the ones, women, aren't they the ones like, somebody said that about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder lost a fight. 2 fights later, 3, he loses a couple fights. His wife is filing for divorce and she wants half his money. That girl got introduced to him by somebody in boxing, I guarantee you. I guarantee you. That's why you shouldn't be taking other people's wives. You don't know what drama that shit's bringing with you, gonna bring with it. But no, it was Connie the whole time. I see the dynamic. I live in one. They start wars. History has shown us time and time again. He said, damn, I never thought about it like that. I thought she had something to do with Michael's death, but you're right. She was behind all the family drama. She was. It was Connie the entire time. Connie roused up her husband to beat the shit out of her. Because what did she do? Oh, it's your whore. She starts throwing glasses, and then he does what? Predictably beats her. Then he picks up the phone. She picks up the phone, calls Sonny. But Sonny don't do anything. Sonny don't do anything. You know Sonny got to come over there and do something. The last time you told him, he came over there and did something. So boom, you set him up. But then who does Michael blame? Michael blames her husband, but Michael never ever thinks about Connie. Michael missed Connie. Michael being your typical masculine, arrogant male, overlooked Connie. But guess what? Guess who never overlooked Connie? The Godfather never overlooked Connie because Godfather said, don't get involved. That's what he said about Connie. He said, give that guy a job. Don't give him anything important. And he said, stay out of that. If there's anything goes on between Connie and that guy, leave him alone. Don't do anything in it. Don't get involved. You from the Birds? Yes, sir. They know Sonny was going to go hard for, yeah. Deontay Wilder's in the new 50 Cent new movie, Moses is Black. Oh, that's what's up. So, yeah, man, if you think about it, like, that's why I always watch those movies so many times, bro. Because I'm like, this shit is Connie. Like, it's Connie, bro. All the way to Connie taking his kids and raising his kids. You know what I mean? Connie was actually, think about it. Connie was actually raising Sonny's son as well. So she took control of all the next generation of the family, and she was going to be the one to decide where the family went by selecting which men will be put in what position. I'm telling you. And her champion the whole time was, yeah, it's what it is. I'm about to watch it again with new eyes. Yeah, watch with Connie. Look at Connie. Also, look at the mother. Do not lunch. Look at the mother. Because if you look at The Godfather 2, when they're talking about, when Godfather meets Clemenza, that man shut the door on his wife. That man shut the door on his wife. When the wife was trying to figure out what was going on, boom, he shut the door on the wife and wouldn't let the wife know. But guess what the wife started doing? The wife was the one that made him the Godfather. She was the one that went around to the women in the neighborhood and got all the women in the neighborhood to have their families back Vito Corleone. Telling you, man, it's a very, 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 very interesting thing. So Yeah, my favorite one is the guy. The last one is dealing with the Pope and dealing with the real, kind of more like the international stuff. But yeah, man, it's a very interesting stuff. You guys should check that shit out, man. Like with that. What's up, Fanon? I'm a little late getting here, but I'm tuned in, brother. Thank you, Alex McKnight. I appreciate you, bro. I was just doing an impromptu one. I'm just doing an impromptu one on a Saturday afternoon. I wanted to make sure I got out of here because I want to be more consistent this year. I want to, I feel like I've got, what's up, Kirk Jones? Be more in the house. Yeah, man, honestly, man, because I feel like shit is a little bit makes more sense because now I know that you guys know exactly really who the most influential people are. And you guys can stop trying to prop people up and name other people, Yeah, man. So anyway, Aiden Ross, that Aiden Ross Drake thing, it's illustrative of what's going on in boxing, bro. It really is. Yeah. But yeah, man, no joke, man. Connie was a doozy in that whole thing. And because I can relate it to it personally, dog. I can relate to that personally. Man, just because she's a woman does not mean that she is not a vicious animal. Like, seriously, bro. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean she's not a vicious animal. Okay? A vicious animal is a vicious animal is a vicious animal. There are female dogs that will try to kill you for petting them. That's a vicious animal. I'm not looking at a female dog like, oh, yeah, nah. Just like if you look at a woman dog, like, man, you got to be careful. You really got to be careful. But we get weird, you get suckered. Southfield, highest paid. Fern said, thanks for the conversation from the DMV. Yeah, man, thanks, man. Yeah, I want to switch it up a little bit today. But I definitely still wanted to get my work in today. You know what I mean? So thank you for that support, Fern. Thank you for that support. That said, shout out to McGaverick Boxing. By the way, I know you're listening. McGaverick, it was nice to see your live stream last night. It was. It was nice to see your live stream. And I certainly hope that your boy is not talking sideways about me. I was told that your boy was talking sideways about me. Not that I have anything to say about her or it makes any difference to me, but if I was him, I wouldn't do that. That's not a very smart thing to do. And I've never had any beef with him, so maybe the people that are telling me that he's got some beef with me, maybe they're just trying to start something. However, I'm just telling you, y'all shouldn't do that. You should stay away from that. What up, Grumpy Grump? Say, what up, Fanon? Happy New Year. I'm chilling, bro. I'm so happy that I understand what's going on in boxing right now, bro. What is this? Southfield, highest paid, highest populated black suburb in America. He told her to stop coming on your show. I mean, I don't care. This doesn't make a difference to me. Anybody's welcome to come to my channel. Only thing that I'm saying is, dog, please don't talk sideways of me because I didn't do nothing to y'all. And I don't appreciate it. I'm just being very honest with you. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all. Every time you guys came on my channel, I treated you with respect. I treated you with courtesy. I've never done a video or said anything about you when people were asking me to say bad things about you. I never did. I let you come on my channel and say whatever you wanted to say. I've never, ever, ever, ever said a bad word about either one of you. I never did. So for it to come to my attention that you guys have some whatever issue with me, that shit is bananas to me. It's bananas. Him I don't care about. I'm going to be honest. Him I don't care about. You, I found that very offensive. I find it offensive. I find it offensive. Because dude couldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole. I don't know what he told you. But this ain't the same. Trust me, it ain't the same. This is 100% real here. And I just wanted to let you know I didn't appreciate it. Because I never did anything but treat you with respect. That's all I ever did. Encourage you and treat you with respect. That's all I ever did. Because I'm a Tank fan and I'm rubbing it in your face. Why do you always have Tank on your thumbnail every day, regardless of who you talk about? Weird. No, it's not weird at all. It's not weird at all. I put Tank on there to piss you off. That's why. I put Tank on my thumbnail for my live stream to piss you off. Because you guys are on this campaign to tear down Tank. You had more people flipped on Tank, conveniently flipped on Tank right before this big fight. You guys were going to flip on Tank at some point in time, regardless. It was only when your bosses told you to flip that you're going to flip. So what I do is I put Gervonta Davis's picture on my live stream. So I tell you that I'm a Gervonta Davis fan, and that's not going to change no matter what you guys do. I'm not a sellout. I don't switch up. I don't believe anything that's told to me and run with it, especially when the people that tell me that are all a bunch of self-interested scumbags with bought views and bots that get money from people for doing jack shit of value. So I put Gervonta Davis on my thumbnail so that you have to look at his face. Because you guys want to drown Gervonta Davis, and as long as I'm talking about him, he ain't dead. Got it? As long as I support Gervonta's going to be fine. Just like as long as I supported Deontay Wilder, he will eventually get what's coming to him. He'll get his Anthony Joshua fight. Because I want him to get that fight. I know exactly how influential I really am. You guys are just making a bunch of noise and getting paid for making a bunch of noise. When I say I want something to happen, that shit can happen. Got it? So I am rubbing in your faces that I can keep Gervonta Davis afloat. I can. I have enough connections to ensure that Gervonta Davis's fights will be funded. Let me repeat this. I have enough personal connections to ensure that all of Gervonta Davis's fights will be fully funded. And I can do that without any of your help. I can do that. I can do that without buying views. I can do that without bribing people. I can do that without stealing money from hedge funds. I can do that without lying. I can do that because I'm me. I am that well connected that I can assure you that they are not going to go out of business. So that's why I showed Gervonta Davis, because I assure you they are not going to go out of business, because there's no fucking way if I support them that they're going to go out of business. But if I don't support you, your raggedy asses are going to go out of business. Which is why Turkey Al-Sheikh ain't got no more money. No, I know why y'all stay away. You stay away for your health. Let me tell you why you really don't come around. You don't come around for the good of your health. Because not all money is good money. That's why you don't come around. Because you thought you could touch me. And you found out that you couldn't. So you got to go sit down. Go sit down in the corner with the rest of them. So I put Gervonta Davis in my thumbnails because I support Gervonta Davis during a time when the entire social media apparatus is on his back trying to drive his market value down into nothingness. At the same time, elevating boring ass fighters that do not make any money for anybody just because you can get some money. Oh, Heather said, Fanon, old boy got issues with me too, not just you. Somebody in his ear. Watch the company you keep. Look, bro, any nigga that's in anybody's ear, I don't give a fuck. Not to you, Heather. I'm just being honest with you. And I much respect, Heather. I ain't no joke. No, MMA is not better. You want MMA to be better. You want MMA to get better. You want MMA to be better. MMA is better to you. Boxing is better to me. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to support him because if I support him, I think he's going to be good. I support Errol. Errol took 2 years off. He ain't starving. Errol Spence Jr. Perfectly fine. So you guys try to buy, get you. Bill's in your ear. Yeah, bro, it doesn't matter, though, because they have no money. They've just been stealing money, bro. They don't have the money anymore. I don't want to go. I'm not going to keep going through it, but I am going to say it today. Bro, you guys know damn well you ain't got no more money. You guys know damn well you ain't got no more money. I didn't tell my people, though. Bro, you guys have no money. That's why you have to do these scams. That's why you have to run these scams, because you don't have money. If Drake was not going broke, Drake wouldn't be running these scams. What the heck? Let me tell you what happens to you guys. You start dealing with these guys with these little caps. Let me tell you what happens to y'all. You guys start dealing. You come through with us. You come through with us. You get set up with us. You make money with us. And then eventually, you start getting competitive because your mansion's not enough. Your cars are not enough. That stuff doesn't make you happy. There's always somebody that has more than you do. So you always got to stay competitive. You don't have money to take care of yourself. You don't want to earn this money to take care of yourself. You already have enough money to take care of yourself. You want this money to keep that image up. The image that was sold to you by the same people that you go to start helping you cross over. Look at the financial state that Floyd Mayweather was in when he was with Al Heyman. And look at the financial situation he's in now that he's not with Al Heyman, but is with Israel. I'm going to call it Israel. Look at the situations. When he was dealing with Al Heyman, he had no debt and a lot of assets. He had no debt, a lot of assets, and a lot of cash. He was set for life. Floyd's ego and desire to be bigger and more important than everybody pushed him to taking on massive amounts of debt for jet airplanes, fuel related to jet airplanes, $18 million watches, diamond encrusted $18 million watches. Why? So that they can live up to a lie. Wealthy people don't live like that. They don't. They sell you that to think, oh, I'm never going to be rich until I get my own jet. What kind of fucking idiot thinks like that? Man, you could be worth $200 million. Get your ass in first class. That should be enough. Get your ass in a first class cabin. Fly to the city, have a driver pick you up and drive you where you're going. But that's not enough for you guys. You have to have more and more and more. And they're selling you that so that you get what? More and more and more debt. And the more debt that you get, the more that you have to do what they tell you to do. They stole all your money. Don't you get it? They suckered you into spending it all. And then they suckered you into going to debt and owing them more. Floyd enslaved himself. Al Heyman set him free, got him away from Top Rank, got him a big deal with Showtime, $200 million. And he blew it all to go in debt so he could look richer. It's like, I know I'm rich, but I don't look rich. I want to look richer. It's not enough that I have everything that I need. It's not enough that God provided me food every day for 56 years. It's not enough that I got a beautiful roof over my head and I've got beautiful cars in my driveway. When I go drive to buy this guy's house in the hill, and his house is bigger than mine. His cars are more expensive than mine. I'm not doing something right in my life because look where he is. I have to compete with him. Let me go into debt with these people that can figure out how to make me a trillionaire. Dog, $100 million is enough. You fucking idiot. It's enough. If you can't live off $100 million, you got a real fucking problem, bro. You got a real fucking problem. And the problem is that you believe the lies these people are selling. Just like you believe Showbiz really had 100,000 people in his live stream for a Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight. More people than that were in the arena. 10 times more than were in the arena. More people than bought the fucking pay-per-view, but they were all with you. No, because you want to keep looking bigger, looking more impressive. Because you're trying to catch up to somebody that you will never catch up to. Donald said you can take the brother out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the brother. Man, there's a lot of brothers from the hood that ain't stupid. When money runs dry, here comes a fight. This Mike Tyson existence was supposed to be this Mike Tyson exhibition is to pay off debts. I mean, look, man. If you want to live for what other people think of you, you're going to have a very tough life and a miserable life, bro. You all right? I'm just talking about Mayweather. Oh, no, I got you, brother. I got you, bro. Gold to blood flow. Floyd be on some bullshit. Floyd be on some super. Oh, I'm just saying that Drake's Rico case. 2 Cent. I'm saying Drake's Rico case is showing us what the boxing media is doing in boxing. They're doing the same thing that Drake did. Or Drake, let me say that Drake is accused of doing. They're doing the same thing that Drake was accused of doing. They are passing money into bot farms. They're moving into bot farms, and then the bot farms are used to manipulate the algorithm and drive the boxing content consumer to their product by manipulating the algorithm. That's what they're doing. They are pumping a bunch of fake views into the system to manipulate the algorithm to direct that to the other people. Then they take the algorithm off of YouTube, then use it to justify making fights where the money is coming from other people's trust funds into hedge funds. And then they justify spending the money from the hedge funds based off the algorithm manipulated analytics on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and the like. Mike Tyson said that fight wouldn't make or break him. He gave his purse to his wife. Mike Tyson's got more money than Floyd. Mike Tyson's got more money than Floyd. I promise you, dude, Mike Tyson's got more money than Floyd. Mike Tyson is out of debt. Mike Tyson don't owe no more tax money. He got all that shit paid off. Mike Tyson ain't dog. Mike Tyson passed Floyd up. I'm telling you, man, Mike Tyson is right now, Mike Tyson is the most respected living fighter in the world. Mike Tyson, not Floyd Mayweather. And Mike Tyson got a bunch of losses. Mike Tyson is still the most respected boxer on planet Earth, bro. Not Floyd Mayweather Jr., which makes me think that Floyd might have been the originator of all this exaggerated horse shit. They know if you say it enough, people will believe it. Yeah, Floyd is not Mike Tyson. Floyd is not as big as Mike Tyson. You can tell the reaction that Mike Tyson gets. Mike Tyson is really boxing royalty throughout the world. Let me tell you, there's no way that Mike Tyson is going to be standing next to Anthony Joshua and everybody wants to talk to Anthony Joshua. Yeah, that's why Floyd is fighting him. Yeah, but I think Floyd is the originator of all this shit. I'm going to tell you, dog, I think you, Floyd Mayweather, you know you listening. Let's not lie and say you're not listening, little nigga. Hey, little Floyd. Little Floyd. That's what they used to call you. They used to call you Little Floyd. Little Floyd. I know you're listening. Bro, I think you playing a lot of games, nigga. I think you're in way over your head, dog. I think that you, Bill Haney, and, man, pretty much you and Bill Haney. Like, Floyd, I don't believe you really have no beef with Bill Haney, dog. I really believe that you and Bill Haney still work together like you worked together when you were fucking over Gervonta Davis in that sparring match with where you bet against Gervonta Davis, but yet you were still in the middle of the sparring session. Little Floyd, thinking you're better than Muhammad Ali, bro. You are a joke, bro. Thinking you are richer than Muhammad Ali, bro. You're crazy. You ain't nowhere near, man. Let me tell you something. Floyd Mayweather Jr. ain't never had nowhere near as much money as Ali. Never. Because I have it from some very, very good sources that the land that he owns is way more valuable than anything that you own. You may have had more cash in hand than him when he died, but you are nowhere near as wealthy as he is, not in what he owns, because he owns land with gold on it. Let me tell you this, Floyd. Muhammad Ali owned land that has diamonds on it, that has cobalt in it, that has silver in it, that has copper in it. He bought land that was mineral rich. He did not buy houses, just houses. And he did not buy land to cultivate. To build properties on. He got the type of property that only royalty will sell you. When royalty wants to make somebody set for life, they give them land with minerals on it. I thought you support, man, shut up, bro. You don't think nothing. I'm talking to Floyd. Don't tell me nothing. I supported Floyd. I used to support Floyd. You better believe I used to support Floyd. Matter of fact, early on, but when he was still with Top Rank, I was one of his biggest supporters. I was asked by certain members of his money team to come to Vegas to meet him, to talk with him, because there were employees of mine that were on his money team and are still on his money team. That little clown that is on his money team has no more access to money anymore. So they can't support Floyd. like they used to support Floyd because we turned the valve off on Floyd. We turned the valve off on him. He can't go back to the bank anymore. He can't come back to us anymore. He can't come and ask us anymore for anything. Floyd can't ask us for nothing. He won't get anything from us. Nothing. So he has to deal with them, which is why he's in the situation that he's in. He was in a great situation when he was with us. He wants to get too big for his fucking britches and think he's the baddest nigga in the world, and now he's over there. And his ass is going to be in a boxing ring until he's 70. Fighting exhibitions. When it didn't have to be that way. But Floyd Mayweather Jr., yeah, I'm ignorant. You're so ignorant. You're so ignorant. No, I'm just telling you, Floyd. I'm telling you. Tell the truth, Floyd. You can't go back. You can't go back, Floyd. You can't go back. You got big with the help of our organization. Does that make me feel good? Yep. Makes me feel tremendously good. It makes me feel wonderful. It makes me feel wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. It makes me feel fantastic. Because certain people needed help when they were down. They needed help when they were down. The help was provided. And then the help was forgotten about. And then the help was double-crossed. Then the help was sabotaged. Because you niggas think you're slick and you think everybody else is dumb. You got in with some rich white boys and they helped you. This is my opinion. They helped you cross over. And you can't come back. Al Heyman, he doesn't even, you remember when he said, when you see Al Heyman, you see me? No, you don't. Because him and Al Heyman do not work together anymore. Yeah, sure. Floyd doesn't know him. Yeah, sure he doesn't. It's mighty funny that a guy that I look right into his face doesn't know that I exist. I love this, bro. I love how you whack-ass niggas always want to hide behind your celebrity. I love how you bums always try to hide behind your celebrity. You think just because you hire a bunch of public relations people to stick your faces on magazines and you give a bunch of interviews about boxing, that how makes you more powerful than the people that put you there. It's amazing to me how you guys think you hide behind your celebrity. Yeah, that's why you always say, oh, this platform's too small for me. You hide behind your celebrity, Floyd. You hide behind it. You sell on your celebrity. You trade on your celebrity. The only way that you have anything is because you're celebrity. But yet you sit here and act like you don't know who people are. You know what, Floyd? I hope that you don't know who I am. Go around and tell people that you don't know who I am so that you don't get shit that you want. I dare you, Floyd, to go tell somebody you don't know me. Tell them. Tell your lenders you don't know me. Tell them. Tell your lenders that you don't know me. And we'll see if you get anything loaned to you. Because you're in debt. You need loans. You're in debt. You need loans. Al Heyman and the people in the Midwest set you up, Floyd, and you tricked and jumped in bed with Israel because you thought the white man's water is colder, the white man's grass is greener, the white man's sky is bluer. That's why you run around paying $18 million to have a white man's name on your wrist. I have a Movato. I have a Jean Connier dossier. I have a Versace. Look at all my Versace. Uh-huh. We know the mentality, dog. I don't care if he likes me or not. Gervonta Davis doesn't like me. No, Gervonta Davis likes me a lot. I have it on very good sources that Gervonta Davis likes me a lot. I do. I talk to Gervonta Davis's team all the time. How in the world can Gervonta Davis not like me if I talk to his team all the time? I have no interest in meeting Gervonta, though. The only thing that I know is I'm going to support Gervonta. And every time somebody asks me to support Gervonta, I'm going to support him. Yes, I am. What happened to the assault allegations? Showbiz don't bet no more. Man, I don't know. I've never watched him, to tell you the truth. Tell you the truth, I've never watched Showbiz. I couldn't do it. He does too much of that shit. I can't do it. Once I see somebody rolling their head and shaking their head and shit, the black man in me, I don't want to watch you. Once I see you talking like this, man, and you know, I can't do it, bro. You're timing, bro. Bro, hey, like, look at this. This is this bot. What happened to you? You guys do the same thing every time, bro. You're a bot, bro. You say the same shit every time, bro. You guys need to get new bots. What happened to you? Oh my God, you used to be so good. What happened to you? Bro, you dumbasses have been saying that shit to me. I had my channel for fucking a year, and y'all came with that. Oh my God, I used to be such a great supporter of Fanon. What happened to him? Oh Lord. Man, if you don't get your bot ass the fuck up out of here. He was not charged. It's a civil RICO. It's a civil RICO. It's a civil RICO. It's a RICO filed by a private citizen. A private citizen can claim violations of the racketeering and corrupt. Basically, RICO is a federal law, but you can sue somebody personally for violating a federal law. So the state is not bringing it, or the feds are not bringing it. It's a private citizen suing him for violations of federal law. That's what they're doing. I mean, for real, man, why do you bots keep doing that, bro? It's the same shit every time. What happened to him? Who gives a fuck? It's 2026, bro. What do you mean? Yeah, I can't do it just because of I can't do all that shit. I can't do it. As a self-respecting black man, I can't shake my head like that. You know what I mean? I really can't shake my head like that. Tim Bradley is doing that shit. It's like contagious, man. It's like there's a bunch of people using that style of overly. They're actors. That's what I'll say. He's just an actor, bro. You know what I mean? They're just actors. Anyway, back to you, Floyd. I know you don't like this, Floyd, but I'm going at you, Floyd. Because, Floyd, I think you're the problem, Floyd. I think you're the problem, Floyd. I think you are just as connected to Bill Haney as anybody else, bro. I really do. And I think that you flipped over to the other side and you were involved in a lot of this nonsense. It is that's what I'm starting to see, bro. When you are hanging out with guys that come up with $20,000 of cash, 3 watches to get a $19 million, to get access to a $20 million hedge fund, bro, you niggas are playing games, bro. That's working hard. Guess what that's called? That's called working smarter, not harder. And Floyd, you believe in working smarter, not harder. Thieves believe in working harder, smarter, not harder. Seriously, that's what thieves believe. Oh, I want to work. Let me work smarter and make other people do my work for me. There's no need for me to work so hard. I'll let other people's work for me. I don't want to spend my own money. I want to spend other people's money. Somebody convince your dumb ass to go into debt. Trying to be slick, bro. What do? Take you to Abu Dhabi or some shit and show you a gigantic mansion? Floyd, how did they get you, dog? What do? They put you on another plane. They took you to somebody's. They probably took you to somewhere like the Black Sea Mansion or some shit and showed you how the real rich people are living and said, this is your path. You know, we all go in debt. I mean, you know, this is how us rich people do it. We all go in debt. No, that's how them thieving ass little cap niggas do it. They are all in debt because it ain't their money. So it's not their money. They're the ones telling you to use other people's money, and they're going to give you access to other people's money. So you got one of them hanging out with you that can get access to other people's money with only $20,000 in cash and a couple expensive watches. Dog, that is so easy to do that you know it's entrapment. Like, it's so easy to do that you know that that the only reason you think you can get away with it is you think they're protected people that the feds will never come after. That's it. That's the only way you think that type of concocted job will not get picked up. That's the only way. Only way. You guys are using other people's money. And you're using other people's money to buy YouTube bots to drive the YouTube conversation, the Twitter conversation into the direction that you wanted to go. You're all a bunch of thieves. That's what you are. That's why boxing is so crooked, because you guys are thieves. Even though you know how to fight, you're not really concerned about fighting. You're concerned about stealing and hitting a lick. Isn't that why you come out with like you're a bank robber, Floyd? Nigga, you had a nerve to come out like you're robbing the bank. You bragged about robbing the bank on multiple occasions, homie. Whose bank are you robbing? Whose bank are you robbing, dog? You know the floor, you know. Whose bank are you robbing? When you say you can keep robbing the bank. Are you being literal, Floyd? Because I got a good friend named Alexi Janulius, whose family owns a bank in Chicago. Matter of fact, they own a lot of banks under a lot of different names. So when you say you're robbing the bank, whose banks were you talking about? Because I know that your guy Opio was connected to us, who's connected to John Rogers, who is definitely connected to Alexi Janulius, who has that money. They have unlimited funds because they got the whole they have the whole Greek banking system. They have the Greek banking system. Is that the bank you're robbing? Because you're only 2 degrees of separation from Alexi. And I've been talking to y'all about the guy whose money it is. I've been telling you about the guy, his family has their own banks. I told you about him. I know him, real good dude. My brother knows him, real good dude. Whole family know each other. He's Greek. I'm Greek. I'm Plas Covidi. He's Janulius. Huh? Is that the bank you're robbing? Or do I need to look for somebody else's bank? Because that guy owns a bank. You can look him up. He's very Googleable. That dude is on first name basis with presidents. Is it his bank? I mean, I'm wondering. Since y'all robbing banks, are you robbing Alexi Janulius's bank? Are you? Oh, y'all don't like that, huh? You don't like when I put a name to it, huh? Are you robbing Alexei Janulius? Alexei Janulius's family have trillions at their disposal. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They get the money that's invested through the funds. I don't know too many other people like Alexei Janulius that fit that closely into your system. Yeah, man. You guys are in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble. Because if it's not Alexei's bank, then Alexei's going to know whose bank it is. Is it a bank in Tennessee? Because I know another guy that owns a bank in Tennessee. Used to go to William and Mary. Owns a bank owns banks in Tennessee, black banks. Are you getting the money from the black bank? Or are you getting the money from the Greek bank? Oh, I'm sorry. This is way too much money. It's probably the Greek bank. You know, the one that can't spend its money because there's austerity on Greece's finances. So basically, Europe had Greece's money locked up around the time that you guys start getting access to ridiculous sums of money, where you guys just think $100 million means nothing. I mean, you know what I mean? When I start looking at the people around me, I start seeing a whole lot of people that got access to unlimited funds. And you guys sure do brag in my face about it. I got a guy. I met Floyd while shopping, scumbag for sure. That's why Floyd was begging in Dubai to the small hats. He's in debt, big time, sad. Let me tell you something. If y'all playing with Alexei Janulius's money, debt is the least of your problems. Thank you, sir. I'm going to be honest with you. If you are getting money out of Alexei Janulius from Alexei Janulius's bank or any of those banks associated, dog, you got a lot worse problems than debt. You have no idea whose money you playing with. Like, do you guys study history? Do you study history before you sit around and deal with people? Like, you know who the Rothschilds are? You know the Rothschilds are not the source of the wealth. No, they're not. The Rothschilds are financiers. Their job is to invest whatever money there is with the people that entrust them with their wealth. Over time, the Rothschilds got so influential that they began to start messing around with the banks themselves and playing a lot of stupid games. Okay? So you guys are in Great Britain, where the Rothschilds are. You're fucking around in Chicago, where they are. The Greeks and the Rothschilds do not get together. The Rothschilds are not royalty. Rothschilds, as many times you want to kiss the Rothschilds' asses and talk about how they developed Israel and this and that, it's not their money. It's the Greeks' money. It's not their money. They're just investing the money. But you think because they have access to the money, they will give you access to the money, that means that it makes it their money that they gave to you. No, they are only passing through the money from here through them to you. You guys need to study your history before you start scamming people. You guys think the Rothschilds in Great Britain are some big world power. Let me tell you for sure. All they are is a bunch of sneaky niggas. That's all they are. They control certain aspects of the media. They control certain aspects of the way that money is moved within your circles. But there's a reason that they get ejected from countries. They get ejected from countries. Get out. It has happened multiple times. And now they're in Great Britain and they're in the United States. Do not get confused. It is not their money. And we will inform them in no uncertain terms, remind them that it is not their money. We don't care if we miss a dime. If we miss a dime, you stole a dime, and that's enough. You guys are running big money scams on big money people. And there's only a finite number of people that you could be running this scam on. A finite amount. And they are not politicians. They are not CEOs. They are not anything in the apparatus that you call democracy. They don't exist within that structure. You don't exist outside that structure. So you think everything exists within it. No. These guys are playing a shell game with you. Only thing that you are is a shell in their game. You are not a big money player, Floyd. You are a shell in their game. Where are they going to hide the money? Oh, I'll hide it in Floyd's bank account. Whose money am I going to? Where can I hide this money? Oh, I'll put it in Drake's bank account. We'll run a scam with Brian. We'll run a scam with them. We'll run a scam with them. All you are is little shell games. You know how they do the little shell game where they put a little P in there and they move everything around, keep moving it around, and you have to guess where the P or where the coin is underneath the shells? That game where you pocket it, you move it around and it's nowhere, it's in your hand. Or you make them believe it's over here, but it's really over here. That's the game you're playing. And the people that I'm talking about aren't playing that game. They're just going to come into your house and take that shit back. They're not going to sit there and watch you move a bunch of shit around the board. What they're going to do is they're going to turn the whole board over and they're going to pick up their money. And then they're going to slap the shit out of you for playing games with them because they don't play games. You all play games. You are the ones with the metaphors for baseball, metaphors for basketball, metaphors in boxing, metaphors everywhere. Because you guys are the one playing these little signifying monkey games. These people ain't playing signifying monkey games. They're playing, we're going to come into your whole zone and we're just going to wipe you out in one way or the other. And we're going to get our money back and you're not going to play with us. Got it? You guys worship the small hats. You worship them. You constantly brag about how we black people should be more like them. You sell that line to black people that we are not right, they are right. No. So then you start playing the stupid games. Then you start playing the stupid games that they play. And you start playing the games on the people that they play the games on. And not everybody's going to play with you. And that's why I don't believe I'm telling you, I felt so bad last night. Because I felt so sorry for the deaths of those two people in the car accident with Anthony Joshua. Because in my heart of hearts, I don't believe that was an accident. In my heart of hearts, bro, I'm not trying to come up with no wild conspiracy theory or anything. But I'm telling you, my heart of hearts, in the gut that you get, the feeling you get in your gut, I don't believe I don't believe that went down like it went down. I don't believe it. Now, I can't say I saw something on the news. I can't tell you, oh, somebody told me this. I can't tell you that. All I know is you play with big people's money, you come up missing. Okay? And I have a real fear that Anthony Joshua was involved with playing around with other people's money. Floyd's famous saying, we want to use other people's money. Dog, that is a bold fucking statement to call yourself a bank robber and say that you're spending other people's money. I'm telling you, I don't like it. I just didn't like it for the kid, and I'm so happy that AJ's alive. I'm so happy that AJ's alive. Really. Because he couldn't, because we all know Whether what's in the bottom of my heart is right or wrong, we all know that his life was greatly in danger. And only by the grace of God or somebody else did that man live. Let me repeat. Only by the grace of God or someone else did that man live. I felt that shit was going to happen to one of you guys. I've been warning you guys. Man, these little stupid setups you did with Gervonta, like how you set, like, let's take this for example, okay? Say Gervonta Davis was set up by that girl with that accusation specifically to get Gervonta Davis taken out of that fight. AJ comes in. Other people say they don't want the fight. We don't want it. We're not fighting Jake. We don't want the money. But then AJ comes in. AJ breaks his jaw, and then that car accident happens. Now, I'm telling you, I may watch too many gangster movies. I may be, whatever it is. I just am a person that does not like coincidences. I believe Gervonta Davis was set up to lose a lot of money. And y'all were laughing about how these guys lost all that money. But nothing actually came about from the accusations itself other than Anthony Joshua taking his fight. That is playing with people's money. You remember Friday with Big Worm? Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions. You got to have my money by 12 o'clock, not 12:01, not 12:15, 12 o'clock, or I'm getting you and you. And y'all think you can't get caught. I'm telling you, I don't like it at all. I don't like the fact that happened to AJ after Gervonta was fucked over. I don't like that. You know why? Because you're playing with people's money with Gervonta. Gervonta is a money earner. He generates large amounts of cash for real. In an organization, somebody like Gervonta is very, very valuable because he is bringing in money. Somebody like Devin Haney is a terrible thing in an organization because all he does is lose money. Shakur only loses money. Terrence Crawford only loses money. But yet those are the guys that are getting all the paydays, the guys that are losing all the money. But yet you run a job on the guy that's actually making the money, which tells me you don't want boxing making money. You want boxing to lose money. That is very obvious in the way you're handling these things. There's no reason that the highest grossing individual black fighters can't get fight dates and are always going through drama. Meanwhile, this fraud, Devin Haney, who has never cleared a dollar for any fucking body. Bill Haney and Devin Haney have not earned a dollar for anybody in a boxing event because every one of their fighters have been money losers. And you got YouTube channels that can make videos and shit all goddamn day to continue to prop him up. Yes, bro, you guys are running that Aiden. This is what I believe. You guys are running that goddamn game. Facts, the no knockout clause. Glad you're saying this. Gervonta is a solid dude and helps a lot of people. I'm glad somebody's telling the truth. Bro, look, man, you guys are trying to, look, they're doing it so blatantly that they were trying to let you know that they can ruin a fighter. That is how the little hats handle themselves. They're all talk. They're all talk. All fucking talk. Can't do shit. All talk. Got everybody scared of them. Can't do shit. All talk. All talks, all games. All talks, all games. That's who you run to when you guys, that's who's orchestrating your shit. Selling out, man, it's okay though. I'm so glad Tank wasn't in that fight because they'd have tried to kill him also. AJ messed up the money, so he had to go. Like, let me tell you something, man. AJ is never going to be the same, bro. That's all they do. All talk, bro. All talk. All talk. Oh, I was raised the whole time. Everybody, you got to be afraid of him. You got to be, man, I'm not afraid of y'all. I am not afraid of you. Not remotely afraid of you. Not impressed by you. Not afraid of you. Totally indifferent. Don't like you. Don't hate you. But I know you're running this game. And you better stop playing the game. Because we're going to flip the table over. I'm not playing the game. We're going to flip the table over. Period. You know how they said Jesus went in with the money changers and he snapped and flipped over everything? That's what needs to happen to y'all. Somebody need to run up in there and flip everything over on y'all. Because people are sick of these lies. They're sick of the lies. They're sick of the manipulation. They're sick of you niggas always trying to make them feel bad about themselves so that they'll buy your products, or make them feel good about themselves so they'll buy your products. So you can manipulate and move this money into the different places you want it to be in so that you can affect the world view. And then when you affect the world view, then you can fuck with us and cause us problems. And cause us problems with all your manipulations of the media. You think a lie, by the way, I want to say something. Adolf Hitler never said that he wanted to tell lies so big that nobody would dare not believe him. That phrase is attributed to them, but what he was doing was he was describing you. He was describing you when he said that. He was explaining how you lie, how you tell these gigantic fucking lies, and everybody sees the lie. So the more people see the lie, more people believe the lie, and it affects him, and everything becomes true. He said that's what you did. That's why what he did was pull out a bunch of guns and stick them in your face. Okay? Because niggas stop lying when they got guns in their faces. Serious, it's like fucking magic. You put a gun in their face, all of a sudden they get real truthful. He didn't say it, they said that. He said it about them. And that's what you get now in the United States. And I don't have no disregard or dislove for nobody or disrespect for nobody. But you guys need to stop running these games with black people, bro. Trying to get these guys to be held responsible for the theft that's taken place. Okay? So you're here, Mr. Middleman. We're here. They're there. So you catch the money, use the money to manipulate all kind of shit, and then try to put a little bit money back. That's why you got Floyd Mayweather standing up there talking about with APEC, talking about how loyal he's been. You've been robbing banks with him, Floyd? Have you been the front, Floyd, for people robbing banks and where the money starts getting out and you're like the focal point of this whole thing where all this money gets spent? Because you're now Money May. You got access to the Money May. Through people in Chicago, Money May. You know when you signed all those rappers on the west side of Chicago for your record group? Oh, Floyd, I remember, Floyd. You were signing a bunch of musicians at the time, Floyd. Yeah, you were. In Chicago. Several artists. Fanon, you think we're going to get Tank Pac-Man? I don't know. I'll take it, though. I just want to let Floyd know I know. Floyd, shame on you, Floyd. Shame on you, Floyd. Let me tell you something about you Michigan niggas, too. Now let me get to where it comes from. Let me talk to all you Michigan Negroes. If you guys stick a finger in the money of Chicago again, That little nigga James is from Chicago. I'm telling you, I know half of his camp is from Chicago. Nate Jones is from Chicago. Nate Jones is from Chicago. Rappers from Chicago. When he had his money label, Filthy Rich Records. His muscle is from Chicago. That's why Nate Jones was in his corner. His muscle is from Chicago. If you want to call it that. That's why that little peon nigga that I know acted bold with me. Because this nigga is, man, Floyd got a nigga in his camp that lost his fucking mind talking to me. You better believe it. And that's in his fucking camp. Lost his damn mind talking to me. Nigga, you ain't got nothing for me. What you think, West Side? You ain't got nothing for me. You know it. You convinced these niggas you had something for me. You got nothing for me. That's why your ass going broke. OPO. I'll say your fucking name, OPO. Made a little move, didn't you, OPO? Made you a little move, didn't you, OPO? Made you a little move, didn't you, boy? Thought you was coming up, bro. They brought you up, huh? Didn't they? O block. All that bullshit you niggas talk about from Chicago, all that shit you talk about you do. None but a fucking peon. You a fucking peon sitting up in Vegas, bro. That's all you are. A peon. That's who you got, Floyd. A peon. Some little peon. Crazy. Anyway, man, I just wanted to do that one real quick today. Much love to everybody in the chat. He said, now Trump is trying to rob the Bank of Venezuela. Damn, I see. I always say I only respect Floyd in the ring. Nah, bro. Dude, let me tell you, man, there's a dude who's a friend of Floyd. That's when they don't tell me Floyd don't. Get the fuck out of here. Floyd, the first time I saw Floyd, he looked me up and down like he wanted to fight. Bitch ass nigga. You looked at me like you wanted to fight from halfway across the room because your ass is from Detroit. You a bunch of Michigan niggas. Bro, the Mayweather family in Michigan are some connected ass dudes in Michigan. But you know damn well Chicago runs the Midwest. So for these dudes to get any type of muscle or any type of backing so the guys like Jay Prince don't kill you, you need somebody from Chicago. Otherwise, Jay Prince would have put your ass up underneath something. Let's talk real talk, Floyd. If it wasn't for niggas in Chicago, not Bob Arum, if it wasn't niggas in Chicago, that Texas nigga would have bodied you. Yeah. People don't just leave Jay Prince. But you managed to get away from Jay Prince right around the fucking time you started fucking around with us. And Jay Prince, much love and respect to you, Jay Prince. No disrespect to Jay Prince. Much love to Houston, Texas. Shout out to Jay Prince. Only way you got cleared that contract is if we cleared you of that contract. Only way you got out of that was with some muscle. And you ain't got no muscle. Now you want to flip on the muscle and run off with the small caps. Yeah. Think I didn't know Floyd? I know Floyd. I can walk around Houston with no bodyguards. You can't. Let me talk to you, Floyd. I can walk around Houston with no bodyguards. You can't. I can walk around Chicago with no bodyguards. You can't. I can walk around LA with no bodyguards. You can't. I'll walk around Vegas with no bodyguards. With you there. You can't. So let's not confuse your paper with power. You tricked on us, Floyd. You tricked on us. That's the way I feel because I watched it up close. We're the muscle. We're the muscle. The only reason you niggas can get that money is because you claim you have muscle. Only reason they're giving you all this money is because you claim you can back them up. when they come to the country to steal money from us. You think you got protection. We know how the game goes. You sold us out, Floyd. You sold us out. That's the way we take it. You know who we are. We take it. We take that as an insult, Floyd. And you know there's nothing. Oh, let me repeat this. You now know that there's nothing they can do. You now know there's nothing they can do. Nothing. Nothing, Floyd. Not your Mossad, not your IDF. Yeah, he got a handler. Yes, he got a handler. He got to handle this guy from New York City. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to put his name out there. You can read the article and find his name. I know enough about him to know what's going on. You niggas think you got muscle that guy can give. He cannot. No way. No way. You got out of your deal with Jay Prince for almost nothing. Probably because Jay Prince didn't want to mess with the people in Chicago. Because you were backed by people in Chicago. In fact, you were backed by people in my family. Specifically, people in my family backed you. I didn't back you because they didn't ask me. They didn't ask me because they didn't want me to have any type of say-so over what they were trying to do with the money, Floyd. So, Floyd, understand, I know what happened in 2020, 2006, 2007, 2008, Floyd. I know what happened in 2006, 2007, 2008, and 2009. Right in between the DC election and the presidential election. Floyd, you think you a big gangster, Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd was a gangster that robbed banks. Let me repeat that. Floyd Mayweather Jr., Pretty Boy Floyd, was also somebody that robbed banks. Money May keeps talking about robbing banks. I know full well who your security is, Floyd. And I know full well what you had to do to get that security, Floyd. That level of protection, you know what you had to do to get that. So you got your ass out that contract, off Top Rank, off Showtime, off HBO, over to Showtime with your own nice mega deal, Floyd. And now you're money made. And you've been robbing the bank ever since. I'm telling you, boy, you better not be a metaphor. Let me say this, and I mean it. You better not be a metaphor for somebody robbing Alexei Janulius of his money. You better not be. I'm going to repeat this. You better not be saying that shit as a smart aleck ass metaphor for you people robbing Alexei Janulius. And I'm going to put a name on it. I put a name on him. If you are taking the money from that bank out of a trust fund, let me be clear. If you are taking money out of a trust fund that Alexei Janulius administers, moving it into hedge funds, bribing hedge fund managers to release the funds to you at a complete loss, then using that money to create boxing events, pay YouTubers off, buy YouTube views, manipulate the algorithm, all under budget item lines that you get because you claim you have access to a trust held in that bank. I'm a pretty good investigator when I get enough facts put together. You look like you stealing money and that you're bragging about it open-faced in everybody's face, and you don't think anybody can do anything about it because you got Chicago muscle. Because you thought you had Chicago muscle. Whether that muscle was Italian, Greek, Irish, black, it doesn't matter to me. We run it all. We run it all. So it doesn't matter. We're the only people that could have got you out of that situation. We're the only people that would have put you in the situation you got in. And you are also perfect candidate for somebody that would sell out the family for your own interest, because you never cared about Chicago to begin with. You cared about yourself. They some scamming MFers. That's your scam. So you want to come to my live stream and call me crazy? You want to put things on Facebook? You want to do things to drive me away from the sport of boxing before I caught on to what you're doing. You wanted to put a lot of pressure on me to get away from boxing the closer I got to these answers. Because I'm the last person on planet Earth you want to know this stuff right here. Because like I said, I never wanted to be Michael Corleone. I don't want to be Vito Corleone. I want to be Luca Brasi. I want to be Luca Brasi. I want to be the one that catches you for doing it. That's me, Luca Brasi. Everybody else wants to be Michael, Sonny. Nobody wants to be Sonny, even though they act like Sonny. They don't want to be Connie, even though they act like Connie. They don't want to be Fredo, even though they act just like Fredo. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to be the guy who went sleeping with the fishes. I want to be Luca Brasi because you can't touch me. So I'll go in, and I mean it. I'll play the role of Luca Brasi because you can't touch me. You're not going to put you're not putting no shit around my back. No chance. So I'll play the Luca Brasi role. If any of y'all act up, we'll come see you. No worries. Might as well be me because you can't do nothing about it. If you send somebody else, you can do something about it. Anyway, I talk my shit today. I'm talking real greasy to you niggas too. You're thieves. Nobody respects a thief except for thieves. Nobody respects thieves except thieves. I don't respect the bank robber. I don't respect you guys for trying to get a ton of money for nothing. I don't respect you fighting your sparring partner for $10 million when you know damn well it's not generating any money. It's only because you can rob the bank that you got the $10 million. So what did you do? I don't know. This just could be. I don't know. You want another $10 pay? You want a 10? Oh, I can pay these debts off at any time. All I got to do is give somebody $30,000 in cash, and then they're going to give me a $20 million investment. So as long as I got a couple $100,000 in cash, I can always get access to this bank account where the investments can be made. I can have a fight and I can get a check from them too. So I will pay my $30,000 in a couple watches that I didn't pay for, so that some thieves can appropriate money to a hedge fund that will pay you $10 million. So you just took $30,000 and turned it into $10 million. Like you're an alchemist. That's alchemy. You turn water into wine whenever you want to do it because you got access to that bank. And if somebody catches you, nobody can do anything to you because you got cover, you got muscle. You don't have any political cover. We're taking all that away from, man, I'm not talking to you, bro. Leave me alone. Get it? Mayweather's been a clown walking around with $500,000 cash in a pocket when you can just use a debit or credit card. And well, it makes sense now if he's out there scamming niggas around the world with cash. You know what I mean? You can run around shopping and doing all that shit if you're not paying for it. Yeah, you can shop. What if it's not even his credit card, bro? Like, seriously, bro, the shit he's buying, I wouldn't doubt that he was using somebody else's credit card. I mean, for real. Like, you guys are scamming at a whole level. You guys are scamming at a big level, man. Drake, and you know full well, Floyd is absolutely capable of doing what the fuck Drake does. If Drake did it, why wouldn't Floyd do it? Think about it. If Drake would do it, why wouldn't Floyd do it? I'm not saying Floyd did it. I don't know for sure, but I know a lot of people that I know are going to know by the time this live stream's over. I know that much. But hey, man, it is what it is. Let me get out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. Drake's Rico lawsuit exposes boxing media corruption. How fake are these numbers? Put a one in. I hope you enjoyed the chat in our little gangster talk. But on the real, that's what I think is going on. I think I put the puzzle together, and I'm going to watch over the course of the year to see if this is how it pans out. Who's going to, if they say that Floyd Mayweather Jr. made $100 million fighting Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson, who, by the way, one of my best friends, well, no, I won't say my best friend is this girl that I used to kick it with, is the CEO of Mike's company. So you had to go to Mike to get some money, huh? Mike is doing a good, great show. I don't always comment, but I always watch. Jasper Robinson, thank you, bro. Because I got to put the pieces together because this shit don't make no sense. I'm telling you, bro, I got to put the pieces together because this shit doesn't make sense otherwise. There's no reason that some fucking, and notice I've not even mentioned Turkey Al-Sheikh, bro. Literary situations. Great show, Martin. I'm so glad I got to see it and hear it live. Awesome. All right, so I made my day. Y'all enjoyed it. And with that, I'm out. Oh, maybe sure I didn't miss a super chat. Because somebody may have hit me up. Oh, no, I got it. Oh, 15 families seen. 13 families seen. 13 families are not seen. Own money don't play games. They have integrity in the rules. Break it down for 9. Yeah. The 13 families seen and 13 families unseen would be that there's the 13 crime families or families that are on top, but underneath that you have the real people and the real organizations that are basically, gotcha. You know what it is? Not seen. And y'all playing around with the ones that are not seen. And I'm going to tell you, Floyd, I knew it was a red flag when Floyd did an interview and said he picked up $15K. He'll pick up $15K for jet fuel. No, I'm telling you, bro, I think that's what happened with Floyd. I think that's the source of Floyd's money. I could be wrong, but I think that's the Floyd's, no, I couldn't be wrong. I don't even think I can be wrong. Positive about what I'm saying. About Floyd and how Floyd could be doing business. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It really does. And Floyd is an egomaniac. That's not a good situation to be a big egomaniac because now you're getting over on stealing money from people. Now what you're doing, you're fighting and you're doing this shit. It's an insult to people, bro. You're just spitting in our face, Floyd. And let me tell you something, Floyd. And I mean this with all respect to Jay Prince, bro. Look, I mean this with all respect to James Prince. Nigga, I ain't James Prince. You hear me? I ain't James Prince. We ain't James Prince. It ain't the same thing, bro. I'm not a music executive. We not music executives, okay? That's not what we do. I would not play with us if I was you. I would not do it. I mean it. The scariest thing I ever did in my life was fight my father. It was the scariest thing I'd ever done in my life, bro. My father's deceased, so I can say this. Around 2006, 2007, I had a war with my father and my brother. Seriously, bro. Over whatever. But I was beefing with my father on a different level. And it was a scary thing to do. Because you realize at a certain level, bro, these niggas ain't playing. You didn't get me? At a certain level, they're not playing. They're not playing. You guys are playing games. We're not playing. We're not playing. Okay? So when I see something happen to Anthony Joshua's friends and it's a car accident, you have to forgive me if I am highly suspicious. Okay? Because the people that I went to war with are the type of people that will blow your car up. Okay? The people that we're dealing with in Oklahoma, where my mother's family was during the time that they were in Oklahoma, the people that they were dealing with, trust me, they bombed their houses. They used to have doors. They were bomb-proof doors. They had to bomb-proof, our family had to bomb-proof our houses. Think about it. That's the money I'm talking about. They lived in Oklahoma. They had to have their houses built to sustain a bombing. They're not playing around, bro. When you're in that type of situation, where you really have to worry about your security because of your wealth, you don't play around with your security. When you catch somebody stealing from you and then using that money to come back and attack you, it's like a flashback to what people were doing when they were taking our oil out of our wells and selling it for themselves and giving us nothing in return. Because they had the military force to take the oil out of the wells and had the military force to drop bombs on our homes. We're not going back to that, Floyd. I want to tell you, Floyd, so you understand straight from me. My family is not going back to being worried about people bombing our houses, okay? We're not going back to that. When we catch you niggas stealing at all, we're going to treat it like a very, very serious violation of our security. Because ultimately, you're going to try to turn that money around and come get the rest of it. It's only a matter of time before you take all that money that you keep stealing, manipulating, blowing up through cryptocurrencies and all the other stupid shit that you're doing, before you try to turn around it on us militarily and come after our bodies physically. And I'm telling you right now, bro, we're not playing that. There ain't going to be no Black Wall Street #2. You better believe it. There ain't going to be no Black Wall Street #2. You not going to bomb us out, take our money and hand it over to white people so you can get a couple fucking dimes. You sell out fuck. You got me? You know goddamn well whose money this is. You know goddamn well whose money this is. And you guys are doing the same thing that they did in the 1920s. You try to surround us once we get our money. Then you want to charge us ridiculous prices for anything we do. You want to funnel our money out through all kind of financial situations. You want to appoint supervisors over our money, administrators over our money, and control our money and control us. You want to play games with our kids and who we can marry and who we can't marry? Because this is our land, the United States of America. It's our oil, it's our gold, it's ours. And you guys are still trying to steal it. And as soon as we recouped, because you better believe we recouped, we got ours back. Now you little maggots want to hang around and try to figure out how you can steal it through entertainment, how you can steal it through stealing, for botting views on Spotify, so you can slip Aiden Ross. This is what they're accusing you of, slipping Aiden Ross $100,000 so he can buy you $50 million worth of fucking bots. And then these people got to pay you $2-3 million in revenue on royalties that don't even exist. And you're cheating them in boxing matches and you're cheating them on them. No, you're not doing that to us anymore. You're not. You guys are going to win. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be a finger, then a fist, then an arm. It's not going to happen. We made our moves. We got our money. You're going to leave it alone. Don't think you're going to sell us out to them. You're not. You're on the team with them. You're not on my team. You're not on our team. You are just a fake. You're a fake. You're not about the money, you're about the green. I mean, you're not about our color. You're not about the black or the red. You're about the green. You're not about the black or the red. Because a whole lot of us are red. And a whole lot of us are black. And we got a whole lot of green. And y'all want to take our green. I'm talking about Floyd. Nah, bro, you're not doing it. You are stealing this money from us right in our fucking face and claiming it's coming from some Arabic mystery man because you think we're dumb. You think we're drunks. You think all you got to do is give us liquor, give us weed, and we won't know what to do. Give us dance music, give us big fights, give us all the shiny shit while you steal everything of fucking value and you keep control over us. No. Yo, security going to security for this. Yeah, I mean that shit with all my heart. Your security going to need security for this. Oh, y'all want to make this an event? Y'all going to need security for this. Y'all going to need security. Your security is going to need security for this. I caught you. I caught you. I caught you. You've been trying to set this shit up for years. You've been doing this, running this game. This game started around 2006. And this game has been going on for the last 20 years of you guys expatriating money from these banks. Anyway, man, I'm out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat. Thank y'all for the 300 people that tuned in with me today. But we are Americans. This is our money. This ain't going to be no Black Wall Street 2. There ain't going to be no Black Wall Street 2. Ain't going to happen, bro. You're not bombing us out. You can't touch us. We stronger than you are. We're in the military. We're in the police. We're in the hospitals. We're in the Air Force. We're in the Navy. We're in the Marines. We're in the sheriff's departments. We're in the IRS. We're in the CIA. We're in the FBI. We're everywhere you could possibly be. How are you going to take us over now? You're not going to be able to get us. You're not going to steal our money, our oil, our nothing anymore. Donald Trump can't help you. You thought Donald Trump could help you. Donald Trump ain't been able to get you shit. Nigga shot that nigga in the ear. In the earlobe. Pop. And all that bullshit stopped. Popped him in his earlobe. And all that shit stopped. Yeah, your boy Charlie. Popping all that shit. That shit stopped. You get me? I know what the game is. And you not only now want the American money, you also want the Greek money. It's not enough for you to try to steal money from black folk. Once that game was up, you tried to steal the money from the Greeks. And the Greeks don't play that, bro. They know where their money goes. My family is the class. My family is my family. You know what it is. Anyway, I'm out. Deuces. He said, peace, love. Peace is also war. All things balanced. Yeah, bro, you're not getting this money. I'm telling you, not every single solitary member of the people I'm associated with that were allowed to get you guys access to that money, they've all been disowned. All of them. All of your little gaps to get into that money are gone. And I'm going to love 2026 to see how you guys actually pay for all the promises that you made. Oh, I'm sorry. The same way you have shell companies, then you have real businesses controlling it. Facts. Exactly. No lies ever told on this side. Understand that. Yes, sir. Not doing it, bro. And by the way, we get it. It's our money, bro. The Cherokee Trail of Tears, that's us. That's our money. That's our land. It's not yours. And you got to stop selling us out so that you can be famous and you can be a big name and everybody can look up to you, Floyd. Floyd, you're just short, little nigga that don't nobody really care about like that, bro. You're way, way, way past your prime in a boxing event. Nobody's talking about you fighting Mike Tyson. Nobody's watching your events. But somehow you keep spending money like it's never going to end. Do you know who that sounds like to me? It sounds like to me to a guy that's dealing with Opio Latham. Because Opio Latham somehow was able to get Cat Williams all kind of ticket sales and all kind of other shit that was not real. Do not think, Floyd, that I don't know of the connection between you and Cat Williams. I know of the connection between you and Cat Williams. Oh, you didn't expect that one, did you? You didn't expect that one, did you? You didn't expect that, did you? You know I know Opio. But you didn't think I was going to say anything about your boy, Cat. Guess who's snitching on you? Cat. Guess who's the one laying out your plan, Floyd? It's Cat Williams. Do you know why Cat Williams is laying out your plan, Floyd? This is what I was told somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not. But I was told that Cat Williams was told he better tell everybody what's going on or it's going to be him. Because Cat Williams actually has support from the people that support Cat Williams. Because Cat Williams never tricked out. No, he never did. So all the support that went to Cat Williams still has. Let me tell you who else who's snitching on you, Floyd. Tyler Perry. Yeah, Floyd, I'm going to tell you, you got to call these guys up, Floyd. Tyler Perry is also snitching on you. You know why? Because Tyler Perry was supported by the same people that you were supported by. And he got his initial investments and he got his big kickoff from the same people that gave you your big kickoff. The only thing is that Tyler Perry never tricked. You tricked. So they snitched. Okay? It's not coincidental, Floyd, that Oprah Winfrey Studios are on the west side of Chicago, Floyd. Do you know who else is snitching on you, Floyd? Oprah Winfrey is snitching on you, Floyd. Why, Floyd? Because the same people that gave you your big break are the same people that gave Oprah Winfrey her big break. And she didn't want to sell out anymore. Yes, because Oprah Winfrey doesn't want to be in the situation that you're in with a ton of debt. So Oprah Winfrey plays her position and stayed in her lane once she was informed that people were not happy with her. So if you want to know who's doing all this snitching, Floyd Mayweather, it's the other celebrities that were put in the same position as you were, who were given the same opportunity that you were, but they actually appreciate the opportunity they were given and don't want to see you destroy the people that gave you your big break. So they're snitching. Yes, they are. As are many Hollywood people that are involved. That is why you've not seen any movie stars involved in this. Have you noticed that the Ricos are almost exclusively in sports and music, but they're not in acting? I don't think we're going to see a lot of Rico investigations from actors. I don't think we will. Do you know why that is? Because the actors actually are appreciative of the opportunities they were given to get them and their families in a wonderful situation. Because Floyd, the reason that they were giving you the opportunities was because they wanted to help out your whole family. That's why we give the opportunities. That's why my father would give people opportunities. He gives them opportunities. He gives them access to the contracts. He gives them access to what they need so that they can start their own business and they can be successful. He didn't give it to you, Floyd. He didn't do it for you, Floyd, for you to turn around and then try to attack his own organization like you're some mafia kingpin. Et tu, Floyd? Et tu. What you think, Floyd? You think you're the only person that has behind-the-scenes contacts? All of those guys got their starts the same way. But you know the difference between my father and the way he did it and the way that these other guys did it? He doesn't make you sleep with him. He never made you hold his hand. He never made you promise to do things for him. He never asked you for any favors. He just said, look, I think you're a good kid with a lot of skill. You're getting treated wrong. I want to make sure you're treated right. So he used his influence to get you treated right. And what do you do to repay him? Absolutely nothing to repay him. Nothing. You do absolutely nothing to repay him. You sideline and scheme with people that are trying to fuck over his family. That's what happened. That's where the money's coming from. Nah, man, no more money. My father is dead. No more money. I am formally telling y'all, anything that my father had committed to you guys is done. Any promises he made to any one of you is done. They will not be honored. They will not be honored because he made the promises to you under fraud. You frauded him. You gave him false information. And he cut a deal with you. Now that he's gone, all those deals are off. Have a good day and have a good luck getting into another bank. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.